cooling you down like the sweet summer cocktails from your favorite izakaya. It's DIA, or Dudes in Asia. What up, Dudamaniacs? As always, this is David Hayter.
And this is David Nguyen, a.k.a. Noogie Walker Blue Label.
This week we hit episode 40. Since it's the first episode of the month, we're going to continue with our Unscripted series.
Oh yeah. Man, 40 episodes, man. Congratulations to both of us, dude.
Yes, indeed, man. Keep showing up and things happen.
Yeah, consistency, right?
Yeah.
What's new with you,
That's
player?
true, man. Yeah, same stuff as always, you know. Keeping up with the exercise.
Mm-hmm. And you look pretty slim on your photo that you posted on your blog, man.
Yeah, not too bad. I don't even know, dude. Like, it's kind of strange, dude. Like sometimes the weight doesn't really move up or down, but then like you feel a little better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
yeah, but it's like things are moving in a positive direction, you know. And it's just like a busy time of the year too, especially since we're getting ready to move out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like compared to a few weeks ago, I didn't really go out during the week as much, so I've been able to get up early and do stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Which has been better. But yeah, man, just trying to stay somewhat consistent, even if I don't work out as much as I want. Still get in at least like 3 or 4 days a week, which isn't bad.
Yeah,
you know?
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, and then like this week too, I actually really started going through and started like clearing out a lot of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like we have a big like trash box at our apartment. And like I don't know who did it, man, but somebody like stuffed that mug full, man. Like it's packed full of like crap. And like somebody just threw like their whole futon in there, you know?
Yeah.
And like they say like you're really not supposed to throw that out here, but I guess, you know, people don't give a crap and just do what they want.
Yep. Plenty
but
of those.
I don't know, man. Like I don't know if, because there's 3 people leaving from the building I'm in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like one of them's me, one of them's my girl, and there's one other dude.
So it's obviously not either one of you, so.
Yeah, it's not me or my girl. But then I was looking at the futon too, and it's covered in like all this hair, and I'm like, are you just using it like without a cover? I'm like, you savages. I'm like, it don't look like their color hair either, but it could be. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I'm just like disgusting, you know. Yeah, but yeah, that'll very much be a work in progress. So I have like a bunch of stuff I'm waiting to throw out, but I can't throw it out until they pick up the trash tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I can fill it up with my crap, and then they'll know how it feels. Yeah, other than that, man, just continuing the goodbye tour.
Mm-hmm.
Met with like one of my other teacher friends that I worked with for a few years. And like we went to this chicken wing spot up the street. It's pretty crazy, man. It's just kind of like a little hole in the wall and doesn't look like much. Mm-hmm. But then like you go inside, like the service is very nice. Like the food is pretty good. Like, yeah, it was good times, man.
Mm.
And then the next day I went out with another teacher and went to this restaurant called Red's Burgers. And that place is good, man.
Mm.
Yeah, like the guy who owns that place, like I guess he's been to California, like the US a lot of times. And he really likes hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
And like he like grinds his own meat like in the shop, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, so I guess he gets like his beef fat. He knows like his ratios. He like seasons the meat like as he grinds it and shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what kind of burgers
it's
you
bomb,
get?
Dude. It's called a Red's Burger.
I mean, like, well, what's on it?
Yeah, basically what's on it, it's just like the burger patty, and then it's like bacon, cheese, a slice of pineapple, and an egg. Yeah, and then you can choose the kind of sauce you want to get. So either like barbecue, teriyaki, like a sweet like chili sauce. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's one more I can't remember.
What did you get?
Barbecue.
Nice. Sounds like a.
Gots to do it.
Almost sounds like a Hawaiian burger, man.
Yeah, big Kahuna burger.
I heard they got some tasty burgers.
Hell yeah, man.
Nice.
But yeah, other than that too, because, you know, I was kind of thinking what I'm going to do after I finish teaching English.
Yeah.
And one thing I was looking to get into is possibly doing like freelance writing.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like some research on it, and like I applied to a few places, like, you know, in the week. And like one place I applied and they like approved me like immediately, like within a day. I was like, sweet, go make a little money, you know? Mm-hmm. And so like you go on the website and then people just kind of put like different posts. They're like, I need someone to write this for me. It's like, okay. So like the first thing I wrote was like 500 words about how to up your cheese game.
Like what kind of cheese?
Yeah, like cheese you eat, you know, like how to make like a sweet like cheese plate or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then the next one I wrote was like the difference between like everyday like one word and everyday like two words. It's like write 500 words about this. I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And then somebody else is like, all right, I need 500 words for a video about how to fight bad breath. And I don't want common knowledge like everybody knows. I'm like, so, and like, you know, the pay for these things aren't like fantastic, you know, like for writing 500 words right now, because like I'm starting out, like you make like $4, you know what I mean? Which isn't bad, but still it's like, okay, so I can tell you how to fight bad breath in 500 words and it'll work. But it's like, you don't want common knowledge. But it's like, so you just want me to like invent how to fight some bad breath? Like, how am I supposed to?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, for $4, how am I supposed to know what nobody else knows?
Yeah.
Like, you know? Yeah, so I wrote it and then he like rejected it. He's like, this is stuff everybody knows. I'm just like, well, screw you, pal.
Screw you, buddy.
Yeah, if you're so smart, why don't you write your own words for your video, huh? Yeah. You know, so it's interesting, man. We'll see where it goes, but it's a start, man. You know, just building some experience, getting a foot in the door.
Nice.
But yeah, that's about it for me, man. How are things going for you over there?
Man, I took just a week off from work, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. After that little fiasco, I just like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna go to the office. So I just like I went to the spa. And there's like this kind of like this like Korean spa where it's just like that's an interesting spot. I'll probably take you there. But they had like, you know, like the sauna, the steam room, jacuzzi, and like an ice bath. You know.
Oh, nice.
So like I think that the last, because I was there for like 3 hours, just like rotating that bad boy, like sauna, ice bath, steam room, ice bath, sauna, steam room, just rotating that, right. And then, but like the last one I did, I think I was in like the ice bath. Well, it's like really ice. I guess it's still like 16 degrees, but it's still like, you know, after a sauna, it's like, you know, freezing.
Yeah, like it's not like it's exactly warm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And
I was in there for like 3 minutes, dude, and my hands were just like shaking, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it was pretty good. It was a good day of relaxing. And then like most of the week, I just actually was just at home with Grace, which was really nice. I think Grace is like more attached to me now.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So I was pretty chillaxing for most of the week, and then Friday, I set up this whole like I invited every ex-employee to come back to the office and kind of like chill and party with us. VC came back. We saw some old faces from like 3 years ago, and just, you know, like 10, 15 people showed up. You know,
that's cool. It
was cool. Yeah, like a lot of people had good memories. It was like just increased the vibe of the company because it's been kind of just like crappy lately. So yeah, man, that pretty much sums it up. I've just been doing a lot of personal stuff, trying to figure out my little project back to it. I've been asking some coworkers to kind of design it. I actually got a commercial in mind to have it directed as well. So yeah, man, it's been kind of cool. I'm really questioning about like my position at the company right now. So, but I'm still moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you, dude. Yeah. Well, like I remember because a lot of people kind of do the same thing. You know, like in Japan, like come out how to work, and they think it's going to be one way, and then it turns out it's kind of another way, and then like it's not really what they wanted, but it's not like horrible either. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're kind of on the fence. They're like, yeah, maybe I should go, but like it's not that bad, but then it's not that good.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Yeah,
and so like what I tell people is like, if you feel like your time is being wasted by doing what you're doing, like you spending time there is taking away from something else you'd rather be doing, then it's like time to go. You know?
Yeah. Because I've been at my company for like 4 years. I've learned a lot. But pretty much like what pretty much ultimately came down to is like the alignment of me and the quote unquote CEO. He's not officially CEO, but kind of is like a self-anointed CEO.
Yeah.
And it's just like I have different actions I want to take at the company, and he has a different direction. So, we're not in the line anymore, and the problem is like VC wants me to do what I've been trying to do. So it's like a weird battle, bro. It's like this weird internal battle of like I want to be there to help VC, but I really don't want to work with that other idiot. So
yeah.
But it's kind of like, well, because he's already like he has more position of authority than me, and we don't see eye to eye. So I was like, I'd rather just withdraw anyway. So that just gives me an opportunity to work on my own stuff. Like it's kind of about time.
Actually, like right before we recorded this, because we're recording this on a Sunday, not July yet.
Last day of June.
It's June. Yeah, June 30th. But yeah, they said that Trump is going to the DMZ to meet Kim Jong-un. I was like, what?
So what's the big deal about that?
Yeah, so like, quick Korean War like history thing, like, like the Korean War like never officially like ended.
Correct.
It was like they just signed kind of like a ceasefire, but like, they're still like technically at war.
Yep.
And then what is it? Is it like the 48th parallel, the 58th parallel? I don't remember, but there's like a line that runs across, the two Koreas, and that's like the border between them.
Mm-hmm.
And then that area, they call it the demilitarized zone. And so like one side is South Korea, the other side is North Korea. And like when they have like meetings sometimes, like the table will be right over the middle of the border,
Mm-hmm.
So like it'll be like one room, and when you cross a line in that room, like you're in North Korea. You know what I mean? Yeah, and so like, Trump was like the first president to ever meet with like a leader of North Korea. And then now he's going to be like the first president to ever go to like the demilitarized zone and meet him there,
Mm-hmm.
And then he was saying too that like depending on how things go, like he would even go over into North Korea, you know what I mean? Which is like something nobody's ever done before. So I don't know, man. It's just kind of one of those historical things,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's like, I don't know, man. We'll see how things play out over time.
Mm-hmm.
But like a lot of people are saying like, oh yeah, Trump is basically just getting played. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Politics is just, especially with Trump. It's like I didn't like politics to begin with, and then like Trump got into play. It's like I'm like distancing. How do I say that word?
Distancing.
Yeah, distancing myself even more so.
Yeah, well, like the thing is he wants to be like a historical like president,
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to go down in history as like solving the North Korea problem.
Mm-hmm.
But, like what people are saying is that he says we want the Korean peninsula to be denuclearized,
Mm-hmm.
And then like in North Korea, they're like, oh yeah, we're totally for that. That's what we want to work towards too. But they never like define what denuclearized means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like in Trump's mind, it's like they're going to give rid of all their nukes.
Everything.
They will have 0.
Yeah.
And then like the North Koreans be like, hey, we only got 100. We're denuclearized. It's not that many. And but it'd be like, I don't know, man. Think of it, instead of like nukes, it was like a gun.
Yeah.
And it's like you're in a room with like 5 other angry bastards.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you give us the gun, we're going to have peace. But like, nope, this is the only thing that's keeping y'all from killing me. I'm holding this gun till I die. Like,
That's a nice analogy, but I think that really sums it up, though.
Yeah, man. It's like, I got these nukes. This is like a valuable thing, man. I'm just not going to get rid of it now that I got it,
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like at this point, all they can really do is just damage control,
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if they said they got rid of their nukes, like, I wouldn't believe it,
Yeah,
what I mean?
I wouldn't believe it either.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. So, we'll see what happens with that.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And, like, I know it's kind of nuts, too, because, I'm going to be going to Korea pretty soon.
Yeah.
And, like, I was watching some videos on YouTube about traveling to Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying that it's a little hard to get around because the Google Maps doesn't have that much information out there compared to other countries.
Really? Isn't South Korea like really tech savvy though?
Yeah, so right, they say that they're really tech savvy and they use a lot of technology, but the reason why there isn't that much info on Google Maps is that they don't want the North Koreans to know about what's going on down there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like Seoul is the capital and it's very close to like North Korea, you know what I mean?
You're going to give away everything.
Like I think yeah, I think they said it's like within artillery range, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long are you going to be in Korea,
and that's,
bro?
About 4 days. Yeah.
You didn't book a tour. You guys just like did everything yourself, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I went on to kayak and
just bought the tickets and the hotels and whatnot.
Yep, just made like a triangle, dude. So go from Nagoya to Korea, Korea to Taiwan, Taiwan back to Nagoya, you know. But we know a few people like in each place, you know, like dude Andrew we just interviewed. I know him now too.
Dante.
So yeah, I might link up with him, Dante. Also this other girl I used to work with a few years back in the same job, like she's getting a master's degree in Korea right now. So you might link up with her out there, have a good time, you know.
Nice.
But I feel like when I go on vacation, I don't do anything too crazy, man. I just eat what the locals eat and get drunk with some Asian people, you know.
That sounds like a good time, my man.
Yeah, it'll be chill, you know, just kind of chill out. And especially for us, because it'll be like after we finished working out here, you know, so it's just kind of like a end of work vacation, you know. And like the main reason I wanted to go to these two places too is because like I have never been the whole time I've been in Japan, you know. And so a lot of people, like they'll go there like sometimes like once a year, twice a year, even more, you know, like on every vacation. So I was like, yeah, at least want to go visit like Korea and Taiwan, like from Japan, where it's like a lot easier to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And then like when I end up going to Vietnam, if I want to travel, you got like Southeast Asia around.
Yeah, you got
it's a lot easier to get to.
You got plenty of places to go to. Which reminds me, Joe's almost on his way out here already.
Oh, nice, man. When is he coming out?
I think he's here around the 4th or the 5th.
Interesting.
Well, he's only... Cool, actually, his whole trip is actually, like, exclusively Cambodia, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be there for, like,
you gonna head out that way, dude?
Yeah, most likely.
That's
cool, probably made up like in Phnom Penh. I want to go check out, like, Angkor Wat as well, but we'll see. We'll see. Phnom Penh is usually like a few hours away. Angkor Wat's probably a little more time consuming, so we'll see.
Yeah, I've heard that like in Angkor Wat, there's like a lot of rules and stuff. You know,
I mean, like, it's the heart is like a historical site anyway, so should be careful, whatnot.
Yeah, but I think like I don't know, because I talked to some people that went there. Like, there's one like price for people from out of the country, and then there's like another price for like Cambodians, you know what I mean, to go visit it.
Yeah.
And then I think like the methods of transportation are limited because they don't want to like damage the roads or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard it it's amazing. And the whole history of Angkor Wat's pretty interesting too. Because pretty much it's like,
sure.
Like I don't think we even know the true history of it, but pretty much it's like pretty goddamn advanced in its own right. But because of the whole like Khmer Rouge and whatnot, that they eliminated so many scholars that we actually don't even know like the full truth of that history there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty much like we just like more they like pretty much like Westerners like stumbled upon it, and even the locals like I don't know what the hell this is, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like the architecture is like super advanced and all this other stuff. So I don't know, man. Hard to say. Want to check it out one day for myself, see what's up.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of interesting too, man. The other day, because I was like looking at cruises and stuff that you could take from Asia, and there's like a website I found. I think it's called like Cruise Cheap, and you just pop in like different destinations, and then they'll show you like the cheapest price available. And there's like a 7-day like Southeast Asian cruise. I want to say it was like $350, man.
Not bad.
Yeah, like so if you have two people, it's like $700, you know. And it leaves from Singapore and it comes back to Singapore.
Where does it go?
And yeah, it goes. I think it goes to like Malaysia, and then like a few spots in like Thailand, and then like back to Singapore. You know.
If you're interested, I'd be interested to go too. Like, I want to check out Singapore anyway.
Yeah.
And then just take a week off and check out, like, I want to go to Malaysia. I want to go another trip to Thailand. So that actually sounds pretty dope. I'd be super down, bro. I'd be super down.
And now that I think about it, I think it actually like spends the night like in Thailand.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, in Bangkok, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like it goes to Bangkok and then you have to leave at like 6 p.m. It's like it gets to Bangkok like 8 in the morning and it leaves at like 6 p.m. the next day.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Let's sync up on that one, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so down.
I looked into it too, man. Like, I think round trip airfare from like Ho Chi Minh City to like Singapore.
Pretty cheap, right?
Yeah, like Viet Jet was like $130 or something, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Super down for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see what's up, dude.
Yeah, but
I forgot exactly when it was.
1 week on a boat.
Yeah.
The issue is with like Grace. Like, I don't know how many like
yeah.
all the diapers I need, all the food I need. I don't have to figure that one out. That's the tough part right there.
You know what, man? You don't gotta bring no diapers. That's what the towels are for.
We'll sync up on that one for sure. That sounds like a good trip, actually, man.
Yeah, man. It'd be pretty chill, man. Like, I think I told you too. We're gonna take that week-long cruise in August.
Yeah, it's like end of August, right?
Yeah, end of August, beginning of September.
Yeah,
so
that's like
cool,
my brother-in-law's like engagement issue. So yeah, I can't make it there.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, that trip's coming up fast too, dude.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, how's the weather been out there lately, dude?
Right now it's like overcast, but for the past, I mean, for as long as I can remember, like any like pretty much, just that rain comes in and like out of nowhere. But it's been pretty lethal hot lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then the rain would come, cool it down for like 15, 20 minutes, and then back to the heat. But it's been really inconsistent though. It's just either hot or it might rain. It's like I don't even bother checking. Just like, just look at the sky, go from there. Yeah. There's no point in reading any weather predictions to begin with anyway, because like one district is completely different from another district. Yeah. So it's just part of Vietnam. And you just look up the sky. It's like, okay, I might have to drive as fast as I can to point A to point B. Or you just wait this bitch out.
Yeah. So, it's kind of like how it was in Japan. Mm-hmm. Like, not so much, but on some days, man, like, it was funny. I was getting ready for work, and, like, I was watching the news, and, like, the weather report came on, and the lady's saying this stuff in Japanese. She's like, all right, so today's weather forecast, like, it's going to be getting humid, so make sure you drink water and whatnot. And they're like, and there's a low chance of rain today. It probably won't rain. Right? But it could rain, right? It probably won't, but it could. And if it does rain, it's going to come out of nowhere, and it's going to be like a shitstorm. But when it comes out of nowhere and it's a shitstorm, it'll be over fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it is, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like,
that's like that. Like, I probably came out dumber on the other side of that camera, like receiving those news, dude.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll just take the bus and bring an umbrella. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ended up not raining that day too, but you never know.
You never know, man. You never know. Yeah, it's not. It's like there's no you can't predict the weather, and just based off from what I've seen, you can't predict the weather on this side of the earth compared to back home. Oh, there's a storm coming 5 days in advance. Like, all right, cool, but over here you can't even predict the next hour or two.
Yeah, it's very true, man.
You're a complete victim to the weather.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we learned a little bit about that in school too. It has to do with the storm systems, and just this time of year, man.
Yeah, the wind currents, where it blows, the moisture where it collects, all that other stuff. It's I think because we're on the opposite, on California, whereas you could see like the Pacific Ocean kind of like doing its thing to it, so you kind of almost predict it. But we're on the other side,
exactly.
So it's kind of hard to say like where that wind is actually going to do to what, you know.
Yeah. I remember like they're talking about like Asian monsoons, you know, and it's basically just like, you know, you have these big cloud patterns and they go hit the Himalayan mountains.
Yeah.
And then they just get the hell changed out of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, then there's like,
they just come in fierce.
Yeah, then like the tropic zone picking up all the warm moisture coming from the Himalayas that causes all those other things and unpredictable weather.
Yeah. So like I know like in Japan when they have the rainy season, it's like a lot of people just kind of, you know, they're in their cars driving or they take the train, you know, so they just got to bring like an umbrella or something. Like, how is it in Vietnam? Like, how do people prepare for that kind of monsoon season out there?
Either you have a poncho and you're driving, or you pull over and wait it out, or you get a taxi or a Grab.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's all you can do, man. I think majority of people will just wait it out. You know,
right?
But if
like,
you gotta
it's
go,
just not pleasurable.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why it's like, yeah, it's because of that. That's why I always like rock flip flops. Like, dude, I don't want to get soaked. Or, like socks and shoes. You know, that's why I always rock flip flops, man.
Yeah, I remember somebody, like, it was raining and I was wearing flip-flops. And they're like, why do you have on flip-flops? I'm like, well, it's easier for me to dry off my stanky feet, you know, than it is for me to dry off these socks now, ain't it? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Looks like getting towards the end of it there, dude.
Yeah, we could probably wrap it up for today. Oh, it is. Yeah, we should wrap it up.
Yeah. For sure, man. Well, that does it for another fresh episode of Dudes in Asia. And we're moving into July 2019. Nobody knows what the future's going to bring, but things are looking pretty good. We'll keep on with our hustle. We'll keep bringing you great new content.
Yep. Yeah, so we finished the first half of 2019. Hopefully the second half will bring a lot more good fortune for all of us. This is Noogie Walker, Blue Label, signing out. Be sure to check out our blog at dudesinasia.blogspot.com or hit us up on Facebook at facebook.com/dudesinasia.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, search for @DavidHater. That's @DavidHar. Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.